Hello again. We're going to continue a series called Dear Manager, where I have asked people, all of you, to submit me your stories that you are unable to say to your manager directly. Maybe you have been treated unfairly, maybe some bias has happened at your workplace, but you just could not voice it out. Obviously, because of a lot of fears about your job, workplace, anything else that can backfire. So you wrote to me, and this is how I am trying to get your voice out into the world. And I'm also using your voice to ensure that other managers, current managers, future managers do not make the same mistakes. And organizations also learn and make sure that their people do not get treated like that. Today's story is about an intern who did not get paid the stipend on time and had to follow up a zillion times. Have you been an intern before? I know I have. I know the pain of being an intern. I don't believe that this nonsense is still continuing. So let's go ahead with the story. Dear manager, you sent me an offer letter. You promised a stipend. I gave you 4 months. No training, no onboarding, just tasks. Figure it out vibes. And still, I stayed. On my last day, you said, we'll pay you tomorrow. That tomorrow stretched for weeks. I followed up. You dodged, said, we're low on funds. But you were still hiring new interns. I saw the listings. I complained, only then a vague message. And half the stipend, no explanation. This wasn't about the money, it was about dignity. I earned that, and you chose not to give it. So, first of all, I have very mixed opinions about different kinds of internships. Most of the internships that are unpaid are really horrible. You're not really paying people, you're not even taking your time to train people, you're taking their time, you're taking somewhat of their expertise, their energy, um, some stuff that they have learned, their resources, and you're just using them, and it's not fair at all, it's not ethical at all. And the fact that you have told someone that you're gonna pay them, it is a paid internship, and you don't pay for months and you keep hiring interns, that's just so sad, right? And as an organization, you know that interns are unfortunately the bottom of the barrel, and they will feel very insecure, they will feel very scared to voice their opinion out loud, and you know that, and that is why you keep on doing stuff like that, and you keep on hiring other people because you know that there are always interns who are constantly looking for something to add on their resume. I remember a bunch of these things that had happened to me when I was in college, and I remember that at that point of time, I did not want to continue the internship. I was already done. It was just too much for me. But the the CEO of that organization actually texted me. He did not email me. We didn't even have official emails, didn't call me or anything. Texted me saying that they're not gonna relieve my experience certification, which is and my internship will not be officially completed if I don't get back to work. So that is the time when I actually involved my parents. We went to the institute, the design institute that I was a part of, and they took action against them, and my offer letter and experience letter was finally released along with the payment that was due to us and the other interns that were working. It's so sad that a lot of companies feel like you can take advantage of juniors like this, and thankfully a lot of people are speaking up, but unfortunately this person had to anonymously take an action. Of course, they have gotten half of their stipend, which is again very sad because stipend itself is such a low amount. But this is just not done. So I have a few questions for you, right? As managers, business owners, leaders, whoever is watching this, I want you to take a very deep look and answer these questions for yourself. Number one, if you're running internship programs in your organization, is your internship program ethical or just convenient? Are you just taking advantage of free labor? Are you taking advantage of the fact that there is a lot of supply? Sorry, a lot of demand in the market for people who want to get internships, and perhaps less people who can give them the opportunity, and your company wants to take advantage of that. If you are not the founder but you are a manager and you have been asked to get free interns, please push back. Please ask them for some budget or the other, and it's absolutely not fair unless you are teaching them something and you are making it more like a like they have to learn something extremely well. It has to be very very valuable enough for them to not get paid for the time and the energy and the efforts that they put in your organization. um, More than that, it has to be much more valuable than that. Second, this is a very important question I really want you to think about very hard. What are you teaching first time professionals about work culture? The fact that so many young people don't want to go to work, do not want to start a 9 to 5, do not want to enter into the corporate career. The corporate world used to be something that people used to be proud of not too long back. And now it has become something that people constantly run away from, they avoid, they don't want to do. They either want to continue keep studying, they want to go study abroad, or they want to just start something of their own. They rather freelance, earn less money in the beginning than go and work at an organization, at these very fancy offices with fancy titles and whatever brands and stuff. Why is that happening? Because the work culture is so loudly biased and unwelcoming, especially to juniors and new joinees. Is that the kind of standard we're trying to set in the current workforce? And finally, if they spoke publicly about your treatment, would you be proud? Would you like reading LinkedIn post about your company that this is what you're doing, this is what you're treating, this is how you're treating them? You don't have to kind of arm twist people and try to coax them not to write bad reviews. I want you to sit with this thought and think for yourself. If they were to tell that this is what they went through while interning at your company, would you be proud? And if you wouldn't, this is your chance to change that, right? So I hope this video was valuable. This series is basically for us to understand that there's a lot of bias mistreatment happening in the workforce, and not many people are able to talk about it openly. So if you are running a company, if you are managing a team, if you have the authority to make someone's life better, please do that. And if you can't make it better, at least don't make it worse, right? So until next time, I'll post another story. If you have your own story, the link to submit anonymously, completely anonymously, as you have seen, will be in the description. Please go ahead and fill that. If we are not connected on LinkedIn, I highly urge you to do that, because I post a lot of interesting and informative content over there as well. I also have a newsletter. I will put that link in the description as well for you to check it out. If you are the gram person, I would be happy to connect with you on Instagram. And at the end of the day, I do a lot of in person events, and you can find all the details on my website www.humanize.in/events. Thank you so much for watching. I have a lot of other videos on my YouTube channel and other content in different places. If you want to check them out, please go and do that. And again, if you have more stories, this is a series called Dear Manager. I would love to hear them and share your story with the rest of the world in order to give voice to more and more people. Thank you. Until next time.